So we came out into the field and we measured off our row length for our row spacing, which is 17 feet 5 inches, like I said earlier. And you can just count one row and multiply that by 1,000 and have your estimated stand per acre there. But what I like to do is count 4 rows, and so we went ahead and did that. We had 128 plants. We divided that by 4, and that gave us 32 multiplied by 1,000 is 32,000 plants per acre.
Thank you to Wes Plummer from Grand Prairie Agronomics in Kearney, Nebraska, for talking us through stand counts in corn. When it comes to crop nutrition, it's really important to understand the relative impacts of plant population on crop nutrition requirements. Plant population is directly tied to crop access to nutrients, to water, and to sunlight. Population also interacts with your genetics to help set crop yield potential. Optimally matching nutrient availability to plant population is really important for yield and profitability. There are several different ways to do this, and you may be using the UNL nitrogen algorithm or some other university algorithm to help you plan out the total amount of nitrogen that is going to be available or required by your crop in any given year. Often those algorithms operate off of a yield goal, and so that yield goal is going to be informed by obviously your plant population as well as what you believe those genetics are capable of producing. If you are using a nutrient application decision support tool, such as InTime or some sort of nitrogen model, you want to make sure that it is correctly calibrated to your population. So make sure that you're getting those population numbers into those programs so that they can function correctly, or that they're calibrating for it in some way in the algorithms that they're implementing. If you're using variable rate seeding, you're going to want to make sure that you have each rate properly accounted for in that decision support system, whether you're using spatial zones to do so in a spatial software or you're just reporting population by hybrid. Our InTime system can detect how plant population is interacting with the environmental conditions in your field, your management, and relative spatial soil fertility in real time to help you optimize nitrogen applications during the season to your whole crop, as well as site specifically, to make sure that you're meeting the requirements for pushing that yield potential of the crop. There are other important factors to consider, though, when you're using imagery to guide crop nutrition decisions, and we'll dive into those a little bit more next week on next week's episode of Sentinel Field Recon. Thank you, and we'll see you then.